Ghana welcomes the Wade family. Beacons of light. Just be it. There is nothing to it. You have greatness inside of you. Ghana welcomes the Wade family. Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade visits Ghana recently with their youngest daughter. A lot of people are going to Ghana because Ghana is where a lot of diasporans from the United States and elsewhere are flocking to. And Kwame Nkrumah comes to mind because if it weren't for his vision, I don't think anybody would want to go to Ghana. But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. But thank you, Kwame Nkrumah, and the like minds who saw your vision and wanted that reality to be manifested, a United States of Africa. But what I'm trying to get at right now, this particular topic, this welcoming of Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, is something that we need to talk about. Because you see, we need to look at who is coming to Africa and what ideology, psychology, ways of life they're also bringing into the African country that they decide to visit, or countries they decided to visit in Africa. No disrespect, no hard feelings. We should welcome our brothers and sisters home. I don't have a problem with that. One problem I do have with certain people and their lifestyles is what they do in their home. The Western ideals and ideas and belief systems that they bring with them into Africa is something that we should not tolerate. Whoever is coming back home in Africa needs to come and learn the African ways and change the Western mentality and way of living and adopt the African way of living, re-Africanize. And that includes me too. I am no different. But you see, we need to be careful. Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union on national television voiced their acceptance of their now daughter, who was a boy, to promote the transgender philosophy and ways of living. I think we need to be very careful who we let into the African space, because we will be corrupted. We are already corrupted by television, by social media, by foreigners, and by a plethora of other nuances that are being invited and accepted as a way of life. We are loving everybody instead of being selective who we love and embrace and allow come into our space. I think we need to be careful who we allow come to Africa to give these warm welcomes and accolades and entertainment. And I'm not saying that Africa does not have the homosexuals, the lesbians, now they're bringing all these other sexual preferences that we need to be very, very careful what we adopt, because they're going to corrupt us again. It's already there. It's already happening. Go check my other video out. My other video out, the transgender doll. Go check that video out. Check the other video, NAMBLA, NAMBLA effect. What's that's causing in the Black communities in the United States. I'm telling you guys, I'm not saying people shouldn't go back to Africa, but don't bring that Western mentality there. We have problems that we need to solve. We're not trying to add more problems on what we are already dealing with. There are 10 areas Africans must seriously focus on, and it must have an African concept, or else we will be deceived, corrupted further, and we would not re-Africanize. The whole point of Sankofa is for us to take away the Western mentality, throw it in the garbage can, and pick up our Africanness and put it on ourselves and become the best African we can be. That time is now. We must test every person, conscience, entity that comes into Africa. What are your objectives? What are your plans? 10 areas Africans must seriously promote that, and it must have an African objective. Our education system must be of an African perspective. Our economics, our entertainment, our healthcare, our labor, our laws, our politics, our religion or spirituality, our sexuality, and our ways to defend ourselves, which is warfare or counter warfare, must be assessed, must be implemented, must have an African mythology, African perspective, African psychology, African strategic way of governance, or else we are going to go down the same path of destruction, disease, deception, and confusion. I call those places the sunken sphere. We need to get out of the Western ways and put on our Africanness and be proud to be African. Thank you for watching the video to the end. Please comment below, like, share, and subscribe. That's the way you support this channel. Beacons of light, just be it. Thank you. Live your best life on your own terms. You have greatness inside of you. The Africans or Africa that we seek to have and manifest must be great. Must be great. We cannot go backwards. Peace and always love. Go out and be great.